has an outlet, and it has two valves. There's one valve here, there's one valve in here. Those white little rings, those are valves. One-way valves, right? So the water is going to be going from here and out here, and then something's going to happen when the ram starts working. It takes a little bit of priming. It's going to take a minute or two, and then you see this contraption here. It looks like a light bulb. It's called a Windkessel, or a pressure vessel. So the idea being that when the water hits this valve here, so you know the water has quite a lot of weight and momentum because it's heavy. So it's going to close this, and then the water has no other place to go during that moment, and it will then go up into this chamber, right? So the idea is that we have to get the water far enough into this chamber so that the pressure in this vessel rises to the point that it starts pushing the fluid up this pipe. Okay? So the idea being that the water goes from level A to level B, but using its own dynamics, right? So nothing is driving this except water is driving itself to bring itself from one level to the other level. And that's the principle of the heart's action. You see?
The principle of what?
The heart, that's the principle of how the heart works.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah? I will explain this later on, but so that you can pay attention a little bit. That something that's already in flow, i.e. a flow from here, imagine the blue blood coming from the body towards the heart. And the heart what it simply does is, by way of two valves, because we have two hearts, we have right heart, we have left heart, it lifts up the blood from a low pressure to a high pressure. That's the idea, right? So it's not actually driving the blood. It's just taking it from point A to point B in terms of pressure.
So that's the heart?
That's the principle, mechanical principle behind the heart's action.
That's beautiful.
And this is a pressure vessel, right? Left ventricle is a type of a pressure vessel, except the left ventricle contracts, but only enough to squirt the blood out that's already in it. Yeah? It doesn't do all the way like that. It doesn't squeeze out all the blood. So it doesn't push the blood. It just redirects it, as it were. But there's pressure in there, right? And the pressure is generated here by the water filling this up and then pushing up the fluid all the way. So we're gonna
go.
So does the water come? What is this for then?
That's the outflow.
This is the outlet.
And that will open and allow outflow?
Yeah, it's gonna flow all the time.
Oh,
Right?
Oh,
but I thought this is a valve.
So there's gonna be a lot of wastewater, I have to tell you.
so that,
Right? But no, the point being that
It's a
the
leak.
heart, the efficiency of a ram is you can make the rams of different efficiency. Either it pumps a little bit of water to a very high level, or it pumps a small amount of water, water to a lower level, in other words. Then it can become more efficient.
Can we think of this as the blood that goes to the lungs, and this is the blood that goes to the limbs?
No. Again, that's why it's a little bit tricky, because you see, people say, well, what's this? What's happening? The heart's efficiency is kind of like the car engine, right? You put in a certain amount of energy in terms of gasoline, and you can get about 25–30% of energy out of it. The rest goes into heat, right? It's wasted energy, so to speak. The heart uses only about 15% of energy for contraction. The rest goes into heat, and that's the heat that we need. But I'll explain
Talk
this
about that
later on.
tonight. Let's do the thing.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm the primer here.
Christina is my technical and spiritual advisor, right? Without her, things don't run. So we are priming it now.
There's not enough flow under, there's too much air.
Oh,
There we go.
Still a
Open it
lot of
completely.
air.
There's a
I
lot
just
of
want to
air.
know what is complete here, because it's a little bit lopsided.
Maybe we need you. Okay.
A lot of air.
If you can get him out of.
You get all the air out that low, that fine. Somehow.
Oh, now it's coming.
It's coming.
Keep going, keep going. Yeah, there's coming, there's coming, there's coming, there's coming. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's
There
it.
we go.
Okay, you can go now. You can go now.
It has to come all the way to the top here.
What is Christina doing?
Priming it.
I'm kind of.
We are priming it so
Bringing the air up a
that
little
so
bit.
that water builds up here to a certain level.
You're gonna need a bigger
It
bucket.
has to be above this level here so that it can be pushed up here. So we are just building up the pressure in this pressure vessel.
St. Christopher.
Yeah.
Good. Are we gonna let it run a little bit before we open the valve where the delivery pipe then actually is
Oh, now it's
gonna.
gonna rain on it.
Yeah, the prize here you get a shower, right?
Okay, shall we try?
Hey, the prize.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
Tunnel behind it.
Tunnel.
It's a
The bucket.
Wow.
Oops, wait.
I can feel my heartbeat.
Yeah. We used to have a
Oh, maybe we can get another bucket so we can always empty it a little bit.
You can hear the hearts actually,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh,
And see it coming out.
Gosh, this is absolutely stunning.
So the art of construction is to get the proportions right. Yeah, it has to be tuned, not unlike the heart. It has to have a rhythm, right? And the rhythm comes out of water.
Yeah.
yeah, was a little too fast.
In a sort of selfish moment, I'm just bringing to the circle because it keeps coming forward. My most beloved cousin is actually in this moment in open heart surgery, and her heart is being connected. I mean, in this minute, like I just got, she's still in. So, yeah, this is
My daughter went through that and
amazing.
incredible afterwards. That the human organism takes hold of everything. Because when you're doing the surgery, it's all managed by machines, and then the human being takes hold of it all again.
Oh, there we go.
Where to go?